Welcome to the San Francisco Veterans Affairs Medical Center. If you are selected to receive some of your training here, as a government entity there are very strict requirements you must follow to be authorized to work here. But as you can see, the view is worth it. All people training at the VA must complete an abbreviated training course that outlines our privacy and security requirements. This must be done via a public website. If you have ever worked at the VA, you will already have an account in TMS. Tell your VA point of contact that you already have an account and they will initiate the account transfer to San Francisco VA if needed. They will then assign you to the appropriate training. Someone will have to provide you with the information needed to complete your sign-up. It may be your UCSF or VA contact, but you do need to be in touch with someone to get this information. It is important that you save a copy of your completion certificate, which looks like this, to email to the VA at the appropriate time. After you have completed your training course, you will need to fill out VA forms that allow us to check your background and status. These documents are available for download on this website. How they are transferred to the VA will vary based on your program and when you are scheduled to arrive at the VA. Your UCSF program coordinator should be able to provide you with the information. There is also an email address referenced on this page that you can contact if you don't get the information you need before your appointment. Scheduling an appointment at the VA may be handled by your UCSF program coordinator. This enables you to go in a group, which speeds up the processing considerably. If you do not get scheduled in a group, you may contact the WALK office, which stands for Without Compensation. However, this office is very busy and schedules appointments sometimes 2 or 3 weeks out, so do not wait until the last minute to try and get an appointment. When you attend your appointment, you will sign your documents in front of a government witness, be fingerprinted, and photographed. If you know of something that may come up in a background check that may raise flags, you should note it in your documentation or discuss it at your appointment. Most minor offenses are not disqualifying. However, not informing the VA or UCSF will delay the process and may be considered withholding information. Once these tasks have been completed, you are still an important part of this process and must maintain your connection with the VA and your UCSF program coordinator. In order to set up your access to our computer systems, you must provide a copy of your training certificate to a VA employee. Your UCSF coordinator will tell you who to provide it to. Without the actual certificate, your access cannot be requested. After you provide the certificate, it may take up to 2 weeks to get the account created. Your account and email address have to be matched up with your security check for the process to be completed. After both the security check and account have been created and linked up, you will get an email from the PIV office. Your PIV is your Personal Identification Verification Card. When you pick it up, you will register a PIN number associated with the card that will give you access to our computers. Because of this requirement and the fact that others are also picking up cards, you may have to wait in line at the PIV office. Make sure to give yourself plenty of time and check the open times of the PIV office, which will be provided in the email. So let's review. You have to set up an account and take the online training. You have to complete a set of forms and provide them to the VA. Your UCSF coordinator should schedule for an in-person appointment. You have to attend your appointment and send your training completion certificate to the VA. You will be sent an email that your PIV card is ready for pickup. If possible, pick up your PIV card prior to your first day at the VA. If you have to wait until your first day, make sure the PIV office is open and plan on extra time to pick it up. Congratulations! This should ensure that you are able to complete your training at the VA. You only have to complete the entire process once when you are a medical student, and if you transition into an intern or resident at San Francisco, there are only a few extra steps needed for the transition. Every year, you must complete a training course refresher, and if you don't log into a VA computer for more than 90 days, you may have to request reactivation of your computer access, so we highly recommend you ensure you log in at least once a month if at all possible. It can take a few days to over a week to reactivate an account if you let it lapse. Your VA point of contact can request a reactivation, but if you are changing elective departments, this can cause more delays. Thank you for your attention. We look forward to you seeing how rewarding it is to serve our veterans' healthcare needs.